Welcome to the Susquehanna Valley Mall in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. Tonight we will be seeing a mall which has plenty of skylights and neon scattered around its concourses. And before we get into the video, I'd like to thank everybody for the continued support on the Town Mall of Westminster video. That was the first edited video. This will be my second one, so I hope you all will enjoy this one as much as you did Town Mall of Westminster. We have a lot to cover, so let's get right into the history. Boscov's opened on the site in 1977, prior to the mall's initial opening. The mall officially opened on September 26, 1978, with Kravitz Properties Incorporated of Philadelphia behind the mall's construction. In January 1978, Kravitz announced that a Bon-Ton would be constructed at the mall, becoming the second anchor to open. 10 months after the mall opened, J.C. Penney announced that they would be opening at the mall, becoming the third anchor. In 1998, the mall had a major expansion, adding new stores and a Sears, becoming the fourth and final anchor. We are walking through that expansion right now, and right up here was the former Sears, which is now a family practice center, and we will get into that later into the video. Okay, so this place right here on the right, that was the former Gap. Now it is a place called Flea Flickers, which basically sells, they would buy out places that would have too much inventory, or some places that would be going out of business and they'd have all this inventory, and this company sells it there at that store. And they take up a couple places in the mall. They take up that former Gap space and another store. But right here, we're going to be looking at the Boscov's, which has two mall entrances. The mall was very busy the day I was here. They had the main concourse was full of kiosks and vendors selling different crafts and things, which is really cool. I thought that would really help the mall. It was very busy, like I said. Right now we are walking down the Bon-Ton wing. The Bon-Ton also had two mall entrances, one here and one out the main concourse and the main part of the mall, which since it's Christmas, they have the Santa display in front of the other entrance of the Bon-Ton. This is considered the dead wing of the mall that we're walking down right now. And down here we have an Armed Forces Career Center on the left, and to the right they do have a little community center. But this is the dead wing, and we do have a little bit of neon. I know we can't see it, but we do have a little bit of neon up there. Okay, so that area to the left in front of the Boscov's, that's actually a working fountain, although I couldn't get a good shot of it because of the Christmas displays, and there was a bunch of people sitting around that fountain. But I will come back here sometime when it's not Christmas, and I will do another video, and I will point out some other things. But right now we are walking towards the busiest part of the mall the day I was there, with all those vendors. And down here we have the main concourse, and to our left up here we're going to have the Boscov's second entrance. Continuing on with our history here, in May 2009, a carjacking took place in the mall parking lot, with the carjacker later turning himself in. In October of 2009, the Arby's at the mall suffered a grease fire, which did minor damages. Walden Books in 2011 closed and later became a Books A Million the same year. In June of 2015, a fatal car accident took place in the mall parking lot. In 2015, JCPenney announced that it would be closing 39 stores, with the Susquehanna Valley Mall location being on the list. The store shuttered in April the same year. Okay, so this area right up here with the tree and everything, that is the Santa area, the center court. Now, usually they would have tables and chairs sitting here, but like I said, since it's Christmas, they have that area here. And right here to our right is the other Bonton entrance. They would have walking in from the main entrance of the mall. You would see that coming right in, and that would stand out to customers then. So now we're walking down the concourse towards the JCPenney, which is now a furniture store. We will get into the history of that here soon, but I just wanted to point out what we're seeing down here. And also to our right up here is a Jo-Ann Fabrics that is in a mall. You don't see too many of them around anymore in malls. In 2017, Sears announced that 26 Sears and 78 Kmart stores would be closing. The Susquehanna Valley Mall location would be on that list, closing the same year. The Bonton closed in 2018 due to the whole chain shuttering. In 2018, a family practice center announced that it would open a center in the former Sears space, signing a 50-year lease with the mall, with parts opening in 2020. The Susquehanna Valley Mall went to share sale on August 9, 2019. Its owners, Susquehanna Valley Mall Associates, owed $33.4 million. The mall was purchased by U.S. National Bank Association for $5.25 million. The mall is currently owned and operated by Spinsco Real Estate Group, which owns some malls across the United States and small shopping centers. In March of 2022, it was announced that construction of 45 senior housing units was being purposed for the former Bonton store at the mall. Albert Langerman, a managing partner at DNC Realty and CEO of the Family Practice Center, presented the plans to convert the 86,553 square foot space into affordable 1 to 2 bedroom apartments and a medical clinic in the former Bonton space. Right now we are walking down the mall's inner hallways that houses the management offices, restrooms, and conference rooms and security offices of the mall. But also back here, there's some history to be told and pictures to show it. There's a lot of pictures back in this hallway that nobody really knows about and nobody really looks at, but we're going to point them out in this video to you. Right up here on the left, you see all these picture frames. A lot of pictures of this old mall. And there's also pictures on here of different malls too. And I'll point these out to you. We'll take a look at here. We'll take a look up here. So this picture right here, we have a Kinney Shoes and a Hallmark. And I think all these pictures are from this mall. There we have the old JCPenney. There's the Bon-Ton. Outside entrance of the Bon-Ton. We have the Boscov's. And then we have pictures. I think we're going to be looking at them next. Yes, it's these pictures right here. We can't really see them very well, but this picture with the looks like it was 2 stories. These dinosaur pictures, and it looks like a 2-story mall, and I'm wondering why they have them here, because this mall was never 2 stories, and it's obviously not 2 stories right now. The one I'm pointing at, that is not this mall. I don't think it can't be, because that looks like 2 stories. But here we have other pictures. We have the Fashion Bug, a lot of vintage photos from this mall. I thought that was really nice that they had these vintage photos. They had a CVS here at one time too. Look at that. Very cool. Well guys, we are nearing the end of this video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching another mall video. I think the voiceover went really well this time. But please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of cool malls coming up here in the next coming weeks. We're going to go down to Maryland and finish up the DC Baltimore Dead Mall trip. We're going to be seeing a lot of troubled malls down there. So stay tuned for all that. We got some store closings coming up here. We're going to be going to Sears and Frederick. So stay tuned for all of these places. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. And until next time, I will see everybody in the next video. Bye guys.